Hey there. All right. Curious Cat. Teresa Richert. 92. Okay, so way too quiet there to the point where the notes weren't even sounding. Got lost because I can't read the music and play at the same time. It's too fast. How I get lost in this, I don't know. Yay, train going by. That note didn't sound. And that was just way too loud on the last line. I continue to play because I notice on a few other pieces in the past that as I play and as I read along, I tend to find things that I missed previously. You know, an extra staccato note or an extra dynamic change or something, a crescendo. The problem is with this, since I have such a hard time landing correctly when I'm not looking at my hands for this piece, I'm not reading the music while I'm playing, so I'm not going to catch any, of the minor details that might be hidden in there that I've continued to overlook every time I've read through it. And it's amazing how you would think that it would be in black and white, and there's nothing on here that I think I'm missing. But the problem is, since I've been looking at it so much, that if there is something on there that I kind of blanked out on the first few passes, my brain is just not looking for it. It kind of knows it's there, but it thinks it's not important. Kind of like when you read a sentence that has the in it twice. You know, the big brown cat chased the little small mouse, the little white mouse. When you read that, your brain will just automatically skip over the second the, before the little white mouse. And I think that in music, the same kind of thing sometimes happens. I don't know. So I don't know why I keep going. It's not. Obviously, I could still get better at this. I'm sure I can get a whole lot smoother and make it a little more musical and, make it seem like a curious cat and not just a string of notes that I happen to play. But I don't know that I'll get there. I don't know that it'll make a difference between now and a few days or a few weeks down the road. I know the things that I still need to work on are smoothness, for one. When I'm doing the crescendo from here, every note, there's a couple ways to do it, if I understand correctly. You can try and do it so that every note is a little bit louder than the previous. Or you can kind of go group, measure by measure basically, so that the first measure is piano, and then the next measure is mezzo piano, and then the next measure is mezzo forte, and then the last measure would be forte. So there's options, and I think what I'm trying to do is the measure by measure. The problem is I'm not smooth enough, and I think this just comes with experience, just playing over and over and over again, various pieces, is, from this note to this note to this note to this note is not necessarily, it's not doing either of them. It's not consistently piano, or it's not consistently the next note is louder than the previous, and then same thing. Every once in a while I hear one of the notes kind of it's like a finger got carried away. It's like, yay, my turn, and then it hits way too hard compared to the previous note, and then the next note again is quiet again. So it's still a challenge because the first one is a full quarter note, and then the next one is a slur from the previous note to a staccato. And then kind of being right on the edge for pianissimo, almost as quiet as I can go, while still being able to hit it hard enough to hear the note. Actually, that doesn't ring because this turns into a staccato for the very end. So we can actually go, who knows how long you need to go. Anyway, so I rambled through that 10 minutes of Curious Cat, but that'll do it for today's Curious Cat. Thanks for watching. Hope you have a great day. Hoorah.